Gene Bleeker, and welcome to Genius Thoughts. I'm your eyes, ears, and voice of business, real estate in the community, and welcome to Real Estate Showtime. I am here with my celebrity today, Mr. Chuck Simons with KWVIP.
Hello, hello.
Chuck, where are you hanging right now? You're not in sunny California.
No, I am in a place called Lakewood Ranch, Bradenton, Florida. I
Okay.
am sitting out in the backyard waiting for it to rain. However, I am by the pool and in the screened-in patio.
Okay. And you got the
Yes,
Hawaiian shirt, so you're halfway there.
halfway there.
You
Right.
are the Miami Vice kind of a guy.
Almost. Yep.
You've been busy, haven't you? Really
Uh,
busy.
yes. Yes.
So you've got some big changes going on with you. You are now not just a role model for so many agents. You've kind of supersized yourself. So what are the big changes that are going on with you and Keller Williams? Love to hear your thoughts.
Well, we are revamping. We went through a cycle. Every office goes through a cycle. And we are going through another one of those cycles and redoing our coaching program.
And
We are, I'll go ahead.
no, when you say
Yeah.
redoing our coaching program, that's exactly the point I wanted to get across. Is like you are the kind of lead coach right now for KWVIP, correct?
Right. Right. I assist Scott Cooper. He's going to be having a meeting today without me. I hope he can handle it. But when we bring on a new agent, and many times there is no past experience in real estate, but many times they come in with preconceived ideas. Thank you, HGTV and other
Right.
TV
$1 million
shows.
listings.
And so we sit down, find out what their goals are, what their passion is. Many people say, "Hey, what's your big why?" Well, people are thinking, what is the why? How do I and they're stumped. But yet when we start to ask about their passion, what is your passion in life? Why do you want to do real estate to fuel your passion or as a vehicle to engage your passion? Then they begin to understand it. Just like when Gene said, "Hey, I am a marketing genius. How do I get to agents?" And when he started off in the career, it was another vehicle that started off and allowed him to fuel his passion.
Exactly. Exactly. So you being a mentor, I mean, it's not just you don't just work with new agents. You work with
No,
agents that really want to elevate their business, right?
exactly. Especially right now, I have been through so many market cycles. I remember going out door knocking. "Hi, my name is," and
Right.
we found your number and your house on the default list. Are you aware? And then having husbands come after us saying, "She doesn't know, shut up." Yeah, we went through those cycles.
Right.
I remember, and then we went through the cycle of, wow, I didn't even put the sign out of my trunk in the yard yet, and I've got a purchase order already. And then we've gone through the, well, okay, here it is. It's going to take 88 days to get your house sold. Start
Right.
packing,
Right. I mean,
but
well,
come
that's
back
what
to
made
us.
you the role model you were. That's what made you so great at what you did. You've been through so many different cycles in your life. So
Yeah.
you've seen it, you've done it, you've been there. You know
Yeah.
exactly when things change, how to react, how to change, how to make and pivot in today's crazy society.
Yeah.
So so you being a role model, can you kind of give me an idea? Of what that weekly schedule for you looks like? Because I'm sure it's beyond busy.
Well, beginning on Monday, we have an introduction meeting with the new agents. The new agents come in. We want to find out We want to dig deep, and then we explain our program as well. And the program of mentoring is what they expect from us and what we expect from them. And one of the things that I talk about is boundaries and time blocking. And as in previous conversations from several years ago with you, I know that you time block and you have boundaries and you have very firm boundaries, which helps to propel your success. Because without boundaries and without time blocking, things can go awry. That dryer noise is going off right now, and well, I've got to get that taken care of. No, no, that's not in your time blocking. You can let that sit. Well, I've got to do this. Many busy moms, they time block. They know that they have to get up, get the kids ready, depending on the age that of their school age kids, and deliver those kids to school, and then be back in time to pick them up.
Okay.
And
Got it.
a lot of times, that time boundary is one of the things that I also schedule into my coaching. I am cognizant of parents who have to pick up their kids. And also, there's dinner time. There's other things that are demanding in an agent's life. So I ask them, what are your time boundaries? What are your time? And they've never really put it into words. So then on Tuesday, I have individual time blocks with them. If they're available, I will individually sit down and talk with these agents and do a little bit of a deep dive deeper into their lives and find out what's making them tick. Sometimes we are looking at, well, what's standing in your way? There's a term we call the drunk monkey. What is that drunk monkey sitting on your shoulder saying, you can't get this done? You can't get this done. A friend of mine in Virginia who works for EXP, she has a video coaching and she calls it the little voice on the inside. And she gave it a name. She personalizes, not just a drunk monkey. She calls hers Cheryl. And when it comes along and says, you can't do that, and she goes, Cheryl, I don't need to hear this. I'm going to do this, Cheryl. And you can't stop me. And by personalizing it, we're able to actually sometimes joke about it or address it definitely and begin to work on it so that we can get them to success.
So you do a lot of personal coaching, one-on-one, going a little bit deeper into what's holding them back, what's their drunk monkey. I love that term, by the way, and kind of figuring out how you can better assist them, as well as you have more group meetings, correct?
Right.
Okay.
One of the things that we do go over, and I go to it often, is Gary Keller's book, MREA, the Millionaire Real Estate Agent. It is the very first book, and it's the foundation, basically, of what Keller Williams is.
Right.
And
So
it is
some
used
people
in
might not
many
know who Gary
college.
Keller is. So do you mind
Gary
sharing with them who Gary Keller is?
Gary Keller is the founder of Keller Williams. Started it back in the 90s or the 80s, a long time ago. And he is, well, pretty much one of the forefront in real estate, moving offices and agents together. He is very um, fond of saying, I am just like you. I am just a team leader. There's no difference. I just have thousands of agents under me. You may have 20, but he's just a team leader and he is very much involved in the agent's life.
Right. The job description doesn't change whether it's 20 or 20,000, right?
Right. And just, yeah, it's only the zeros behind that $1.
Right. Exactly.
Well,
Exactly. It's okay.
Yeah.
Well deserved though. But he wrote a
Hmm.
book. He wrote a book that was everybody in real estate, no matter what company they work for, I think everybody's read it, right?
A lot of people have read it, and they definitely know about it.
Yeah. I mean,
You know, yeah.
he's a
One of
great
the things,
icon.
yeah, one of the things that I firmly believe for the Santa Clarita Valley, and even in some of the other valleys, that most agents have either gone through or have been touched by Keller Williams training, whether it was boot camp
Yes,
or whether it was Ignite or Bold. There's some aspect of Keller Williams training has touched agents, and many have gone on and left our office to start their own offices and have been quite successful.
exactly. Exactly. But you're talking about some big changes within yourself, taking
Yeah.
mentoring to a whole different level, talking about working at Keller Williams and really kind of elevating people's business and helping new agents climb the ladder of. But you've got some new staff additions to your company. You talked about Scott Cooper. I think there's
Hmm.
people out there who don't know who Scott Cooper is. So do you want to tell them a little bit more about Scott Cooper and about your big additions to your company as well, if that's okay?
Yeah. Scott Cooper, I've known Scott Cooper probably for about 20 years. He started off as a janitor at Palmdale School District. And he says, "Well, Mom, what do you think that I can do to make money?" She says, "Well, you like cars, yeah. One of the best ways to get cars is to be a real estate agent because you drive around in cars." And he got into real estate. He's a Navy person, spent time in a submarine, so he came from a very disciplined life because you cannot be undisciplined and live in a submarine. But he loves systems, and it is systems that we teach because you can still be riding a lawnmower, mowing the grass at a schoolyard, and still working deals because of systems. Scott Cooper is got his fingers in a couple different brokers. He trains and is responsible for, I'm going to say, about 700 agents.
Wow.
Does he know each one of them personally? No, but like a former broker, he gets to know you real well if he has to come with you to the DRE, and he will do that
So he is the
because
broker for your office,
he is the
correct?
broker of record. Yes.
Okay.
Hmm.
Because he got into real estate, but his big call to action was being a broker,
His big call to action was being a broker and being in charge. Yeah. Hmm. And
right?
training and helping other agents. His
Running the
desire,
submarine.
his desire was to help other agents become successful.
Got
And
it.
when they become successful, he becomes more successful.
So he kind of helps you out with the mentoring and the training with these agents as well. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yes.
Because
Hmm.
you have them t speaking today at your meeting while
He
you're
is
in Florida.
right. He is introducing the launch program, which is our agent training. He is introducing the launch program to two new agents today.
Oh, good. Good for him.
Yes.
So
Hmm.
you guys are still on the grow. Cheers to you for that, right?
Oh, yes. Uh-huh. Some people think that, oh, that office is dead. We went through a transition last November, and some people were putting the nail in the coffin, so to speak. It ain't happening.
Well, you know what? People
Mhm.
will always say that when you make transitions.
Sure,
I
sure.
mean, it's just, people always like to poke fun and kind to assume, but you know what? I think you're moving in the right direction, and you've got another addition besides Scott Cooper that joined your family too. Would you like to introduce her?
Oh, her name is Emily Diaz Landon. She is out of the Visalia office, and she is number 3 when she was running the Visalia office. She was number 3 in the nation for Keller Williams for team growth.
Okay.
Now,
So
you
what
don't
does she do for
become,
your company? What is her
well,
job title?
her job title is she's the operating principal. She is more of the face. Now, the team leader is also supposed to be the face of the company. She is more of the face, and she has injected new life and new enthusiasm.
Yes.
She cares about agents, and you can just tell when you meet her that she is warm, inviting, and definitely interested in who you are, not just as an agent or a transaction. She's relational.
Got it.
And that is so important to me. That is so important in so many offices because we just came through a time, I'm going to say in the last 5 years, when real estate became more transactional and less relational. Did you know that 92% of home sellers and buyers may remember the office, but most do not remember the agent's name? Because,
I do know statistics just like that, without a doubt.
yeah.
Without a
And why
doubt.
is that?
Because they don't
It's,
keep in touch.
they don't keep in touch, they don't follow up, they don't
Right.
even send a birthday card. And it's like, oh, they may take advantage of Facebook. Yeah, oh, that's great. I see, Ellen, that you just ended your Zumba run.
Right. Well, my
But
wife
that was the end
was
of it.
very appreciative of you when I hit my birthday. She goes, "He got you a gift card at Starbucks. That is the nicest gesture ever. How somebody would take time out of their day to wish you, Gina, happy birthday with a card that you signed, that you wrote, and with the card, she was so amazed. She goes, "He's really great at what he does." And I go, "Absolutely, Kelly. He is so good, so kind, and so considerate. He's a really wonderful role model."
And
So
and
it's the things that you do are so important, because
well, thank you.
you
And
lead. So,
and that
okay,
was a while ago too.
November.
November. Okay.
November, but I was telling her last night at dinner that you were going to be on my program today. She goes, "Oh my God, he's the really nice guy." Da 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 da. And she didn't forget, and she
Oh.
didn't forget. So, cheers to that. All right, so you've got Emily, you've
Hmm.
got Scott, you've got yourself, and I know there's a fourth man on the bases.
Actually, there's a couple more that are behind the scenes. One is Patrick Lopez and Steve White. Now,
Yes.
they founded Keller Williams, I think it was back in 2001. They founded this office in the Santa Clarita Valley.
Hmm.
And they are hands-on. If I have a question, I'm able to go to them. Sometimes they will walk through when I'm teaching a class, and I will say, "Hey, Steve, what do you think about this?" And he will stop and he will answer and he will give his insights and his experiences because he is still an active producing agent.
Right.
And that's the kind of like Jeremy Gray, we do that as well. Jeremy knows that when he walks through one of my classes, I'm going to ask him what he thinks on the subject. These are active, experienced producing agents. Now, Steve White is also a past president of Southland Regional Association of Realtors, as well as California Association of Realtors, past president. So
Gotcha.
he has a lot of knowledge, experience, and insight.
Okay.
And to
So
me, that's important.
me too. So you got two great founders, but you
Mhm.
can't get the bed good.
Well, Anthony is also the team leader, and he is the Southland Regional Association of Realtors' current president. And he's been through a couple of past agencies as well. So he has a breadth of experience, as well as he walked away, but he was tagged as a manager for a new Trader Joe's when he came into real estate. So he has a lot of administrative and people guiding type of skills as well.
Exactly. So you do have a wonderful team, and cheers to that. Um,
Yes.
but one of the things that I've always heard about Keller Williams is that word culture. Can you kind of
Yes.
go into your opinion on the culture of Keller Williams and what's that all about?
Well, Gary likes to have it as a family culture. We're not just a number, we're not just a transaction. I was given the advice when I had my own little office 10 years ago. Here's how you do it, son. Yeah, he was a little older than me.
Mhm.
And he said, you got three in training. In other words, three coming in the door, three in the seat, three out the door. When the three in the seat run out of their sphere of influence, family and friends, and they're no longer being productive, those are the three out the door. And the three in the door, they still have family. So you work them until you burn them out. And if they happen to make it, well, so much better for you. That's not the way that I view it. I look at you've made a decision, a life decision to make a major difference in your family's life and your family's future. And I want to help you be the person that you can be. So we look at all different types of avenues. And to be honest, I look at the things that you have taught me. I look at the things, the sales techniques, and the different ideas that I get out of a guy named Beef Wellington, and the ideas that Scott Cooper has, as well as Tristan. There, his name. See, Tristan. Uh, he's one of my mentors that I definitely lean on. Um, and there's so many ideas. The to me, right next to the Millionaire Real Estate Agent book is Dr. Seuss, Green Eggs and Ham. Have you ever considered that as a sales book? Think about it. I do not like them, Sam. I am. I will not eat them here or there. I will not eat them anywhere. And Sam continues to go through the objection handling. And then he finally gets the sale. He closes the sale. I do like them, Sam. I am. I will eat them here or there. I will eat them anywhere.
Love that. Love that. So I think you did a really great job on explaining the culture that Keller Williams is all about, which makes them a huge success. You've had some really tremendous agents through your doors. Um, any shout outs that you want to give to some of your past associates at Keller Williams?
Well, one that I'm incredibly proud of is Sherry Brown.
Yes.
And she may not she may not realize it, but she knows what we've gone through in the past. And I'm very, very proud of the woman that she has become and the business person that she has become. Um,
Well, you can tell she's got a lot of Keller Williams in her blood, you know?
oh yes, uh-huh. There's Sam Silver. He's a dear friend, and we text each other every now and then. Hey, how you doing, buddy? And he is he's a technological wizard. There's Jesus and his wife Cynthia. There's so many
Well,
wonderful agents.
Elgin Walker
Elgin,
was a big name coming through the door, right?
yes, uh-huh.
You
Elgin
know,
Walker, definitely. Elgin Walker, I remember he went to the Middle East and he rode a camel. He said, "Can you imagine a guy like me coming from Mission Hills, ending up going to the Middle East and riding a camel?" And I said, "How did that happen?" He goes, "Because of real estate. It happened because of real estate." And he touches so many lives.
Exactly.
So many
Still doing it.
levels. Yes.
Still
Hmm.
doing it today.
Yeah.
And one of my very dear friends, Paul Humphreys,
Yes.
uh, um, who passed away recently. I mean, he was a Keller Williams diehard and absolutely loved everything about it.
Yep. We named our culture award after him.
Absolutely. And well deserved. Well
Yes.
deserved. I mean, but you've had some really great people through the doors at Keller Williams who have nothing but nice things to say about the organization, because I think they've done a really good job in helping lift these people up and taking them to where they want to go into real estate in different
Right.
directions.
Hmm.
You know,
Yes. I can't even think of all of the names. Some of the names that come to mind are Laura Coffey, Raquel Marchant, Terry Vogelsang,
love her.
Jessica Lang, Jamie Barber.
Great
Just
people.
wonderful, wonderful people, wonderful agents, and really care about their clients.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Because they were taught the right way. You know,
Yes.
I'm going to switch gears if that's okay with you.
Go ahead.
I keep hearing people talking about you, and something I wanted to find out what it actually means. It's the quiet quit. You keep talking about this to agents.
Oh,
What
yes.
is that? Can you share that with me?
The quiet quit. I've been guilty of the quiet quit. I'm frustrated. I just don't know what to do. I'm looking for a magic pill, so to speak. I'm looking for something that's going to revitalize my career. I left a 30-year career managing automotive repair shops. Had a great reputation, a great name. I could walk into any automotive repair shop and basically be put on the counter sometimes that very same day. I walked away from that, became real estate, and well, I was arrogant, and I soon found out that you can get knocked down real quick in this business. And the quiet quit is where you're done and you just leave the office and join another one. And sometimes you don't even talk to any of the leaders. Sometimes it's not a good fit, sometimes it is, but sometimes it's just you don't know what to do and you're looking for that magic blue pill that will help to take you to the next level in your real estate
Right.
career. And I am trying to address that with not only new agents, but with the mid-range agents and the top producers. And I address that through culture. I ask them, what is it that you like to see in the office? What can I do to help you in the office? Have you really gone to that other person that you may have a problem with? How can we help you be the agent that you believe you can be? The
Right.
quiet quit is where they walk out, they wait until Saturday. They have a key to the office,
Right.
they pack their bags, pack their files, and you come in Monday morning and what happened? They're gone. Or they just start, you don't see them as much on office meetings or on Zoom meetings. We have a Zoom call every Monday through Thursday at 9:30 where Scott Cooper is on a Zoom call with as many agents that want to be there. We keep in touch. And then at 1 o'clock, we have in-person training through the Zoom call to teach you about the new contracts. Oh my gosh, there's so many changes, and there's so many afraid of the buyer broker agreement. And there are senior agents. We never had to use a buyer broker, and then when it became mandatory, we had some agents quit, say, "I'm done, I'm retiring." It's kind of like the teachers when they came in, and we were starting to guide them on how to do classroom management. They said, "No, we're retiring. We're too old for this." I'm not
I
looking.
get it. I
Yeah.
get it. So did you coin the frame, the quiet quit, or has
No,
it?
I actually found it. I
Got
don't
it.
remember where I found it in one book, but the quiet quit where they just walk out. It's kind of like, it's kind of like the end of a
Right.
dating relationship where they just start ghosting you and something's wrong, but no one's saying. And
I,
next thing you
I'm with
know,
you
they're
on that one,
gone.
brother. I am with you on that one.
Yeah.
So I got to tell you, you did a wonderful job in sharing with me about what Keller Williams is all about, what you're all about, what you're doing, how you're changing, how you're moving, how you're gaining momentum. You're doing some wonderful things with what you're doing with the fabulous team that you have working with you. I was going to ask you, where is Keller Williams going today? But you already answered that question for me. I was going to ask you questions about who your mentors were, but you already beat me to the punch to share with me about Tristan and about the other people in your lives, like Beef Wellington and some other great real estate people that are out there. I think you've done a really great job with that. So before we end this program, my brother, is there anything else you want to share with our viewers today? I want to make sure I give you all the time in the world.
Well, I appreciate that, and thank you, Gene. Sometimes there's an office that's not a good fit. Sometimes you have exhausted everything that you possibly can, or you're just frustrated. I'm available to talk. Am I trying to recruit? No, I'm trying to help you become a better agent. And sometimes that means that you are going to go back to your broker and say, hey, these are the things that I need. What can I do to help me grow and make you successful? And there are other times when it was told to me a long time ago that there are some agents that shouldn't be in the business, that
Right?
their life would be much happier not doing it. I can't imagine that. I've
Right.
been doing this for over 20 years now.
Or
But,
there are real estate agents who will say, I don't want to work that hard.
uh, oh,
And
wait,
they don't.
and they don't. I just told that to Nate Butcher the other day. He said, come on to my team. I said, oh, Nate, thank you, but I have way too many other things going on in my life to work as hard as what you guys work. And sometimes we need to sit down and look at our priorities. Sometimes we need another shoulder to look at, to lean on, and to look at our priorities when we are doing the business of real estate.
Exactly.
Uh, uh, One of the things I do, here I go. One of the things I do is we talk about open houses. And open houses, people say, oh, I don't like open houses. Well, how do you approach an open house? Do you realize that the open house is your own pop-up business in the neighborhood that you're looking to work in? And it is your resume, as
Exactly.
Scott Cooper says. How you do an open house is a resume. And sometimes we need to rewrite our resumes and approach them
Exactly.
differently.
Well, you know what? You're a great role model. You're a great friend. You're a great person. You're a great connector. You're a great networker. You are an absolutely incredible person, Chuck, without a doubt. And I am so glad and blessed to get you on our program today. You did a wonderful job educating everybody. And I just wanted to say thank you so much for being on the program. And I know I'll see you again in a couple of weeks, if not sooner, because you and I were just one network away from our next event, right?
Exactly. And Gene, thank you so much for the opportunity to be here.
You're so welcome. Everybody, you have a wonderful day. Enjoy life, enjoy being you, and I will see you soon. Bye.
Hello, hello, the Mortgage Doc here, welcoming you back to the exclusive Academy for Real Estate Professionals. Today, we're cruising through 7 fresh listings, each with its own catchy nickname and the agent who's making it happen. Buckle up for marketing inspiration you can put to work right away. All right. So first off, we have Kevin Pike with a listing at 11138 Aqua Vista Street, Unit 30 in Studio City, California, 91602. This is the Studio Serenity Condo. This is a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, 979 square feet, listing at 595,000. So, nestled in a prime valley pocket, just steps away from Aroma Cafe, Sun Cafe, Sprouts, Universal Studios, and the 101 and 170, this turnkey condo pairs buzz with bliss. Fresh renovations deliver calm interiors and smart storage, while abundant resident and guest parking plus HOA maintained pool and spa turn weekends into staycations. Outdoor areas beg for SoCal gatherings, and the price screams value in coveted Studio City. Kevin Pike has this gem ready for quick action. Beautiful, beautiful listing there. All right, we have Lorena Cinquillo Rubio. This is a listing at 7229 East Avenue, U3, Little Rock, 93543. This one is the Equity Builder Ranch. This is a 4-bedroom, 2-bath. Living square feet on this one is 1,669 square feet, listed for 50,000. And that's not correct. Shoot. What is the price on that one? Shoot. Sorry. 450. That is what it is. Okay. All right, we'll start over. All right, we've got Lorena Cinquillo Rubio, and this is a listing at 7229 East Avenue, U3 in Little Rock, California, 93543. This one we call is the Equity Builder Ranch, and this is a 4-bedroom, 2-bath. Living square feet on this one is 1,669 square feet, listing at 450,000. A fully fenced yard, deep driveway, and 2-car garage create instant curb appeal, while a shady front porch invites sunrise coffee. Inside, oversized rooms and flexible layout welcomes offices, playrooms, or guests, and 2 full baths keep family life smooth. With schools, parks, shopping, and commuter routes minutes away, a touch of TLC could unlock serious upside. Lorena Cinquillo Rubio is serving up homeownership for a price that is absolutely dynamite. James Miller, we have a listing at 29316 at Las Brasas Road in Valencia, California, 91354. This is Canyon Vista Estate. This is a 4-bedroom, 3-bath. Living square feet on this one is 3,437 square feet. This is a listing at 1.15 million. This has got a formal living room, formal dining, and an island kitchen with a walk-in pantry. All capture sweeping canyon views. Downstairs flex room handles gym, office, or guest duty, while upstairs laundry keeps chores where they belong. The double-door primary retreat boasts a walk-in closet and spa bath, and Tesoro del Valla's pools, lake courts, and award-winning schools elevate everyday life. Luxury plus lifestyle, James Miller has it locked. All right. Paula Stafford with a listing at 5080 Meadows Suite Drive in Palmdale, California, 93551. This is the Designer Meadows Retreat. This is a 4-bedroom, 3-bath. Living square feet on this one is 2,728 square feet, listing at 715,000. This model home polish shines with custom cabinets, designer features, and a kitchen sporting brand new double ovens and sleek cooktop. Sun-splashed rooms and fresh carpet warm the upstairs, while a professionally landscaped yard hides behind a tall privacy wall. Gated RV parking keeps adventure gear ready, and top-rated AV schools anchor the neighborhood. Paula Stafford has this turnkey showpiece ready for its next proud new owner. All right. We have Charlie Gonzalez with a listing at 4803 West Avenue M10 in Quartz Hill, California, 93536. This is the ultimate party oasis. This is a 5-bedroom, 3-bath. Living square feet on this one is 2,490 square feet, listing at 759,870. This circular drive, grand double doors, and quartz-topped chef's kitchen set an upscale tone. 2 bedrooms downstairs, 1 oversized, join 3 up, where a balcony primary retreat offers sunrise views and spa ensuite. Out back, it's got a pool, spa, California sunroom, turf lawn, outdoor shower, fire pit, barbecue zone, basketball lane, RV pad, and a chicken coop powered by paid off solar at full price. Charlotte Gonzalez delivers the Antelope Valley's entertainment mecca. I love it. All right. And we have Stacy Havener with a listing at 910 Manita Trail in Fraser Park, California, 93225. This is the Pine Ridge Retreat. This is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. Living square feet on this one is 1,573 square feet for a listing at 449,000. Now, spread across 3 lots, this Alpine Escape offers a wraparound deck for stargazing and an attached garage for skis and ATVs. An oversized upstairs primary suite with walk-in closet crowns the home, while 2 extra bedrooms flex for guests or remote work. Peaceful pines surround you, yet Tejon Outlets and Hard Rock Casino sit just 30 minutes away. Stacy Havener has your high country haven ready to roll. And that's a wrap on today's Spotlight. Stats inform, but storytelling sparks imagination and sales. Join me next week for more agent shoutouts and fresh listings. Until then, keep those deals flowing. I'm the Mortgage Doc with the Exclusive Academy for Real Estate Professionals, signing off. Bye, everybody.